Yeah.
When I'm kind of weak in my language, I was in Pakistan for a month.
That's all.
It improved so much.
Exactly.
To my grandma.
Because you are using it.
Always using it.
Can you read and write it?
I could read, I would do a very basic level, and I could...
Now, reading and writing, Korea, is not a process of learning, it's a process of study. Okay? Now everybody knows the difference between learning and studying.
Not really.
Okay. I'm surprised after all.
Okay.
It's not, listen, you might get confused in the beginning, but if you think about it, and we'll carry on, it's going to make sense. Do you still believe there are hard languages and easy languages?
No. Depends on
Now why, when they ask us, what languages do you speak? I say, my first language is Arabic, my second language is English, my third language, I count them according to how professional I am in these languages. I put them in that order. So for me it's Arabic, English, Russian. Okay? Yes, я говорю по-русски.
I
Меня зовут
didn't
Измаил.
know you could speak Russian.
Yes, I do.
No.
I was a military pilot, student of pilots in Syrian Air Force, and that's why we had to study Russian language. Now, if we,
I like the example that you always share. Do you learn to drive or do you study to drive?
yeah, I have them back in the beginning, yeah?
You learn to drive, I think we learn it.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
You learn to drive, you learn to swim.
Yeah,
I think most of the practical things that we do in action is learning. Yeah.
learning is accepting things without questioning. You accept things as it is. You
Well,
don't question it.
That's the point that I didn't get.
Okay.
That's the way he explains it. Good. I
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah, I didn't get that point.
Yeah, because
when I'm learning how to drive, I always ask my instructor, what is this? What gear one stand for? What this one stand for? And I ask
You-
the question.
well, I'm sorry to tell you that it's a woman thing.
No, I ask because I want to know.
You're not supposed to.
I'm supposed to.
No. When a teacher
Even the
says,
language.
No, in the test, in the driving test, will they ask you about all these questions?
Inside the driving test.
Yeah.
When I'm doing exam, I don't have to ask them. But
No,
when
not
I'm
ask
learning-
them, not ask them. Will they ask you about what you are asking your instructor?
No, they will not ask me.
Then stick to what your instructor is telling you to pass the test.
I can't. I
Don't
can't.
make it
I
harder
want to
for
know.
yourself.
Right, okay. What she's saying is that she's interested in...
Yes, interest is something good, okay? But it has to be in the right time. So pass the test, then ask.
Even swimming, sometimes, to hold your breath in certain way, you have to ask, why am I doing this in this point? You have to know the reason why, to save yourself or something else.
usually you listen to your
So if
instructor.
they don't have
That when you start questioning
I'm
things,
blind now.
when you start questioning things, you are mixing studying and learning. And trust me, it's gonna take you years.
Usually
Just like
you,
my wife to pass.
You listen.
Even language,
She knows.
Usually you listen to your teacher or and you follow their instructions. And then in the end, they will ask you if you have any.
Questions. Yes.
And then it is your turn, to ask
Yeah.
questions. But
Yeah.
during the process, you maintain.
Exactly.
You carry out. You implement.
Exactly.
You implement
Exactly.
what you are saying.
That's what I meant.
I can't buy that.
Oh,
Well,
right.
you agree with me. You just agree.
Now we are going up.
I can buy it.
Yeah.
I want to know. Even when
Can we
I'm
give a
from
chance to
home.
someone else?
What is this word? What does it mean in this language?
I'm sorry, somebody is trying to ask a question.
One second.
I have a living example in my group when we are discussing something. Somebody ask, and we end up not going anywhere.
Yes, that's
And
exactly.
after that, it is
That's
the
right.
battle. Oh,
Exactly.
you are discriminative, you are this. But she can't realize that she has to listen first.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then ask.
Yeah,
Later.
that's what I'm saying. It's about the timing.
Yes.
Studying comes after learning. Do you remember when I said that? You learn first, you don't question. If you have a question, you study. You ask after that. You don't need to know how the clutch in the car is working. You don't know what is the diesel and the oil, engine oil. You don't need to know how electricity in the car works. You need to know where you switch the light on and off.
Sometimes it's personalities as well.
Yes, it's personality. That's why
Oh, yes.
I'm here to try to make things clearer for people. We all, including me, did wrong things. That's why we never get anywhere. We need to understand the difference between learning and studying, what comes first, what comes next, and that's how we can improve ahead.
Interesting.
Yep.
And that's how I spent 15 years never being able to learn English language properly. When I learned it in few months. When I understood the difference between learning and studying. Because for 15 years I was studying. I was asking questions.
Right, okay, Imrit, go on. Eleanor's got a question.
For example, I'm driving my country car, okay, nicely, everything, no nothing problem coming to me. I come in here, I can not moving. Just one way ago, this way, this way, this way.
That's learning. That's learning. This is a good example of the language.
This me.
Yes, no, it's not you. It's everybody, including me. I had the same problem.
Yes.
Because you need to learn the way of driving in UK. Just like you need to learn the way English people speak.
So this way,
The mindset, the
go
English.
after this way. I know
That's
this
why,
way.
that's why.
You have to think like English
Because you
people.
have to
Now,
You know,
Now.
when you do move to a new city, a new country,
you need to learn about the culture. You need to learn the streets, the map. You don't study, you don't ask why this street is in here. Why this man opened his shop in here. You don't ask this question. You want pizza, you just go to the pizza shop.
So if you don't know where pizza shop is,
why you are,
You will learn where is it.
yeah,
Okay?
you have to learn.
can order online.
because people stop me in town, most of the time ask me directly.
Yes, you show them if you know. Show them
Okay.
if you know.
Sit down for a few minutes. Let's just gather our thoughts.
Okay,
Have you finished or?
not yet.
Okay, go
But
on.
I prefer to finish it.
Go and finish it.
Now, going back to languages. There is an American theory which says if you want to learn a new language, you must learn it the same way you learned your mother language. How? How can we do that? Now babies, we'll go back to the babies. No. Babies, the first thing they use, even before they are born, we all have 5 senses, don't we? Which sense babies they use first?
Like, punch.
What did he say, Jabba?
For me, my daughter, if I do, you copy it through the eyes.
No.
No.
Taste. The eyes, trust me, after it takes them 3 months to make the difference between 2D and 3D after they are born.
Hearing.
They use hearing. The first thing human use is hearing. That is the first sense they use to explore the world around them. That's why.
they check.
Hello?
Yes.
Where are you? They start turning their heads where the sound is coming from. After that, they will try to understand what it is through their eyes. So the first thing is hearing. Second is looking. Then what they achieve, they understand.
Feeling.
Now, they are 1 year old, 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old before they go to school. Okay? They master the language. They speak it perfectly. You ask a baby, where's your dad? He went to London last week. Right. Went is a past tense. Why you did not say go? Look at you like that. What you're talking about? He doesn't know what is past or present tense. But he uses it. He doesn't think about it because he learned it. That's why he's fluent. If he would have studied it before he learned it, he will have to think about what he's talking and he'll never be fluent. Simple and easy to understand. He goes to school. In the school, they will teach him how to read and write. That's why I said reading and writing is studying process. In the school, they teach him the grammar. Further, they'll teach him the literature, the art of the language, poetry, stories. Is that clear? That's why he learned his language first, then he studied. And now learning comes through listening first, looking second, understanding third. Right? For babies. Everybody.
Can I ask one thing?
Yes.
I was thinking the sense of feeling is the third. You know, sense of feeling is the third. Because because when babies are new, they don't feel that moment. For some days, when they start seeing, they start feeling their bodies. So I was
Feelings,
thinking that is the third. Yeah.
when we talk about environment, is different from what we are talking about languages. Although it has a cross experience, like if he wants to understand what is hot, he needs to feel it. Okay? That's true. But that comes after. If he burned himself before he knows what is hot and he can speak and understand it, he will never. He will burn himself 10 times. So, languages, natural way, in your mother language, you start with listening. You start with listening, then you start with looking, move to looking, then you achieve understanding. After that, you go to school to study that language. Although it's your mother language, but you still study it. That's when you dive into details. You never question your dad why you are saying go instead of went. But you just use it. Right? Am I right? To be able to study a new language, according to the American theory, you have to learn it the same way you learned your first language, the mother language. So you need to listen first, then you need to look to understand. After that, you take it further by studying. When we wanted to study a new language, what did we do? What did we do first? No, new language. When you wanted, back home, when you wanted to study language, English language, what did you do? You went to school. What did they taught you first?
A, B, C, D.
What else? Grammar.
Grammar, yeah.
How can we learn alphabet and grammar for a language we don't even know a word about it? What are we going to apply it for? All this knowledge. We don't have the knowledge of that language. They are teaching us something we cannot use. They have put the horse behind the carriage. Right?
Brings back memories.
Yeah. You were riding. Me too. Okay. So, if we try to learn a new language the same way we learn our mother language, we'll be able to learn it as good as our mother language. Because we went through the same process. We did not go opposite. We did not study. Now, back to the question why older people are capable of learning more than younger people, which you think it's not right, and I told you I'm going to prove it. When babies are 1 month or 2 months or 3 months or 4 months old, if you say in front of them blue or red or yellow or bicycle 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times, will they understand what it is? It's going to take them time to see it several times, that word, to link it between what they see and what they hear. That's why they understand. While you, if I tell you once, this is the Raja, and you can see the Raja, you already know what is the Raja. You have accumulated a lot of knowledge after 5 years old. You already have all that knowledge. You just need to convert it. While children, they don't have all this knowledge. That's why you are faster than them in learning. You will be able to learn a new language as short as 6 months. As good as your mother language. You believe it?
It's quite bold to say that.
No?
Have you got any testimony?
Yes.
Okay.
Last time I went to Women's Day with Ali Mahmoud. They laughed when I said that. I told them try the system, which I'm going to show it to you now. There was from Leeds University a student. There were four, and there was a policeman. When they tried the system, they were shocked. And I'm going to ask some of you if they want to try it. Anyway,
What is it? Sorry, you want to...
I wanted people to try the system that I have created to learn Arabic. Okay? And when they tried it, they were surprised. They thought, we never heard anything of this before. In 20 minutes, we know it all now. In 20 minutes, everything we have studied in that lesson, we know it. We just know it. Learning processes are a lot easier than studying. That's why it goes to subconscious. It doesn't take a lot of work. Now I'm going to show you the program that I have created. Here, this is a template of my website. There are so many languages. Each language is going to have a demo and a course. Demo for people to try, and a course for them to learn. So the Arabic demo, there are 10 levels. Each level is 10 lessons. Each lesson, it could take you up to you. Some people, they might finish it in 45 minutes. Some people, they might take them a couple of hours. It depends how ready you are to study, to learn, how fast you are to learn. Some people, they are more capable.
It's about learning at a comfortable pace, isn't it?
Yeah. So each lesson is 4 steps. Do you remember the baby? What they use first? In the first step, this lady is going to explain to you that you need to listen and repeat only. You don't understand, you just listen and repeat. Can you hear it?
No.
We need speakers or somebody to put the headphones.
Anna.
I don't.
Because you are not using the headphones, that's why.
Can't hear you.
It is Anna, yeah? Anna, yeah.
Her name, Anna.
You're leaving something. I don't know where Costa's gone out today, but I'll make sure to save your expenses, okay?
Anna.
It's the same one, isn't it? Anna, it's the same one.
Yeah,
Anna, Anna.
Anna.
it's like a family. All of them, they will say the same words and move to the next one.
Mahlo.
That's very good.
نحن
Nice.
It's a good way of learning, I think, isn't it?
هو
You don't concentrate about anything except listening, and you try to say it. Now, you move to the second step, okay?
No.
What did we say the baby will use after that?
Do look.
They will look. So in this step, you need to listen and look. What you will achieve.
Understanding.
Now, if you look at this one, who knows what is Anna except those who knows?
Dog. Look at dog.
Anna is door. Okay. Now, if you look at this man,
Who's that? Who's that?
He's pointing to himself, isn't he?
no.
That doesn't.
Okay.
Maybe saying mouth.
I. Okay. Yes, you're right. You might get confused in the beginning, but when you repeat it, you will get it. No.
I.
Family.
Us.
Oh.
I was saying my language.
Okay.
By the way, even in English language, it's not us. Even in English language, it's not us, it's we.
We.
Them. Him.
Look at it properly.
They.
Him. You. Him. You.
He.
What a great way to learn a new language. Can I
Now,
ask you something?
yeah.
What if somebody wanted to learn English?
Have you seen the template? There are different languages.
Yeah.
I'm going to build 14 languages. This is only the first language.
And English, is English going to be one of them?
It's English is going to be one of them. The 5 European languages. The Turkish, the Persian, Hebrew, Greek.
This is brilliant.
Wait until you see the rest of it.
I've got some ideas. Okay,
Yeah.
let's
Now the third step is like a test for you. What is he saying? There is no sound. What is he saying? Repeat it. Okay, the next one.
Anna. Anna. Anna.
Now, in the first step and the second step, you will repeat each one of those without knowing about 70 times.
70 times.
Yeah. So, do you think that in third step you'll get anything wrong? And if you get something wrong, you have the chance to check whether you are right or wrong.
Do you use any words? Or just pictures?
I'll show you now. Now, what is he saying?
هو نحن نحن.
Oh yeah.
Peria, what is he saying? What are they saying? What is he saying? There's no sound in here. You need to know.
Is it we then?
In this step,
نحن.
in Arabic, try to say it in Arabic.
No.
What is he saying now? Hmm?
Is it we?
Okay, now what did he say?
He said,
Who said huwa?
Me. Who?
Did you know that before? No. Okay. Now, you did not see this one yet, because I did not go that far.
This is brilliant.
Okay, step 4. Wait until you see step 4. In step 4, you will see 2 animations. You'll hear 1 sound. You have to choose which is the one that matches the sound.
But how do you know that who Anna, if it is me or when you're learning?
That's why I said in learning you don't ask, okay? Because you will be using it the same way you've seen it.
So if you were in a class just looking at that, we would understand it better.
Yeah.
We would just go with the flow, wouldn't we?
Okay, now the sound is... Which one is saying Anna?
The first one.
Who says the first and who says the second?
I said the first.
First one. Anybody says the second?
He's asked who?
Please, somebody gets it wrong.
Who are? No, we don't want to.
I want to get it wrong, okay?
No, because we're not getting it wrong. You're doing it right.
See, when you get it wrong, you get a bunch. Repeat it.
You can't see.
It's a bit harsh.
I can see your face.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's absolutely amazing.
Because you got it wrong. But if you get it right, oh, something wrong in the program. It shouldn't give you both. Okay? If you get it wrong, you get this one. Carry on. Which one is saying no?
The second one, right?
This one or this one?
No, the other one. No, this
The first one,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
This is really good, but I'm just conscious of time.
Second one.
So we have 4 steps in this program. It's like a simulator for your mother language, the same way you learned your mother language. You start by listening, repeating, looking and understanding, then we test you in step 3 and 4. If you go to lesson 2, you don't learn in lesson 1 and just leave it. No, you will move with what you have learned in lesson 1 to lesson 2 and add to it. So it's
builds up,
accumulated.
yeah.
It's built up
Yeah.
process.
Brilliant.
أحمد منصور منى منصور أيمن منصور ليلى منصور
Yeah, those are names, yeah?
أنا أحمد منصور
Did you notice this one?
My name Mansour. My name is Anna.
أحمد منصور
Anna Mahmoud Mansour.
What did he say? That's what I meant with learning. She immediately, from first step, we did not even go further, she applied it to her own self.
Well done.
For Anna means door?
No?
Mine.
He
Oh,
said,
mine.
he
It's
said,
Anna.
Okay.
yeah, my name
Okay?
is.
That's what I meant with learning process. She did not ask me. She just used it. The same way she saw it.
Anna.
Can someone
Wow.
open, please?
Hmm?
Anna Elena, my name Elena.
Step 2,
أحمد منصور
we'll see and we understand who is Ahmed Mansour.
Anna Rahman.
منى منصور أيمن منصور ليلى منصور أنا أحمد منصور
He's the same person, the same animation, but I have added something new to it.
أنا منى منصور أنا أيمن منصور
All one family.
أنا ليلى منصور
How do you know they are family?
Share second name.
Did anybody told you they are family? You figured it yourself. How do you know that? Because you, in your own language, you know that. That's why older people, they have previous knowledge, they can apply it. Babies, they wouldn't understand that immediately. That's why I meant older people, they have better chance to learn faster than younger people.
So do you know this website you have?
Mm.
You know, these are all demos.
This is only the demo, yes.
Okay. It's not
There's
on the
potential
internet.
for this, isn't there?
Really, of course.
This is the demo for the Arabic language.
Me interested, Turkish.
Okay? Now, let me show you
Interested.
this, which is amazing and lovely to watch. This is gonna be the last thing we do today.
How long is it?
It says 9 minutes, but I'm not gonna take it all. Okay?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
4 years old child, 8 languages. She can't even read in these languages. He's speaking Russian to her. She's Russian. Не знаю. I don't know.
А потом завтракаешь, и после этого что начинаешь делать? Ой, умница.
8 languages. Wow.
8 languages, 4 years old.
Yeah.
That's in an average of a language every 6 months. That's what I told you in 6 months.
Yeah.
Скоро предстоит испытать Беллу, прошу. Носителем которого он является. С каждым из этих людей Белла должна поговорить на их языке и выполнить небольшое задание, чтобы узнать, как найти подарок, который мы для нее приготовили. Белла, are you ready? Самого простого подойти к кому-то, говорит на английском, найти этого человека, можете.
How are you? My name is Eli. What's your name? Wow, Bella, you're very beautiful today. Are you looking for something?
Russian, now English.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what. If you pass a little test, we can help you find your present, okay? So over here, we're going to have a question for you.
By the way, she doesn't know that she speaks 8 languages. For her, it's only 1 language.